thank you for tuning in to what will be my first graphic novel haul of 2014. And it is going to be quite the haul. Usually in the past, I have taken hauls that were this big and I have broken them up into parts. But I'm not going to do that for this haul because I feel like the people that do watch my graphic novel hauls, they really want to see what graphic novels I'm going to be reading. So I think it's not going to be too long, but it should be long enough for people that are interested in it. And not everyone who's subscribed to my channel watches my graphic novel hauls. Hence, that's why I'm not going to do it in parts. First up, we have The Walking Dead, Volume 17. This book, this specific volume, picks up where the Compendium 2 left off. They do not have a Compendium 3 yet. They're still trying to compile enough for the books to put into volumes, and plus they need to write more, because I didn't realize that the comic book wasn't that old, that it must, not have enough to compile them all, and I just flew through those. So yeah, if you did not know that The Walking Dead is black and white, of course, and like I said, this one takes place immediately following Compendium 2. Next up, we have Hellboy, The Wild Hunt. I read a few Hellboy comics, which are put out by Dark Horse, but I have not read that many of them, so I wanted to read some more. Next up, we have another Fables book. This one is called War and Pieces. I don't know which volume this is in the series, but it is a part of the Fables series, which are the storybook characters that are in our world. We have an offshoot to the Fables. This one is Cinderella, Fables Are Forever. I really enjoyed that storyline. I didn't really get into it at first when I read the first book of that storyline. I just really didn't get into it, but now I'm into it and I want to finish reading it. Storybook Love, another Fables one. I think this is one of the earlier ones, if I'm not mistaken on that. Conan, Road of Kings, another Dark Horse book, and of course I love Robert E. Howard's creation, Conan, so that's another good one. Also, another Conan, Book of Thoth. This is supposed to go into the origin of this villain that is one of Conan's major villains, so it should be interesting. Another Fables. This one is Werewolves of the Heartland. And I like this glossy print better than the regular pulp, matte finished ones. I don't know, they just look so much better when you're reading them, and they don't seem to yellow with time like the regular ones do. Fables, Cubs in Toyland. This one, Snow White and the Big Bad Wolf had some kids, and I'm assuming that's what this one is about, how they're a little grown up, and yeah. Don't want to reveal too much. Captain Britain and MI-13, Vampire State. I absolutely love Captain Britain. I like him way more than Captain America, so I'm kind of disappointed that my library did not have any more volumes of that series. I've never read it, but I do like Captain Britain, like I said, so it would be nice to see some more of those. Mike Mignola's BPRD, Hollow Earth and Other Stories. This is the team that Hellboy is on, so it's an offshoot of Hellboy comics. Fables, March of the Wooden Soldiers. I don't know which volume this is. Oh, it's volume 4, so it's kind of towards the beginning of the series then. Okay, another Transmetropolitan book. This one is Back on the Street. I still have not gotten to reading the Transmetropolitan books, so I don't know. They always cover up the volume numbers with these things, so I won't know until I start reading them, where they go and what order or whatnot. I really hate when libraries do that, when they cover the lower corner, it tells you what the volume number is with those things. Fables, Witches, and of course this has got that matte finish, so as this book gets older it will yellow, unfortunately. Okay, Fables Super Team. Quite a majority of these are Fables books. I think I got almost the whole series. Fables, The Dark Ages. Fables, The Good Prince. And I never understood why, when it comes to compilations of stories, like comic book series, why some of them are always thicker than others. I never understood why they did that. Fables, Homelands. And last but not least, Hellboy Volume 2. Oh, this thing's a beast. This is one of those omnibus type things. I've already read some of the stories in this, but I mainly picked it up just for the Chain Coffin, which is one of the ones I haven't read yet. I have read The Right-Handed Doom, which is, I think it's the first Hellboy film. So yeah, that's the inside of that. And this thing is a beast. It's a big book. So that is my first graphic novel haul of 2014. If I didn't already mention it, I'm probably not going to be reading any regular novels for a while. I'm going to try to focus on reading these because I just have so many of them. But, yeah, and I've kind of been slacking on my video uploads. But yes, thank you for tuning in. Questions, comments down below. Have you read any of these series? Any thoughts on them? Yeah, you know the drill. Later.